It's time once again for Let's Play Golden Sun, The Lost Age. I'm Nai, and Nixu will continue to see about his favorite village.
Yay.
I love the timing on that howl. Unfortunately, Nix can't hear it, but that howl hit just as the moon showed up. People are still clothed and robed. Now, if you recall earlier, we came up here. Wolf comes out and runs away. This will happen no matter how many times you come up here until you actually reveal the puzzle. There are way too many bottomless pits in this game. Like the one you see in the upper left there. What would happen if he slipped? Where would he fall to?
Dunno.
This area is not a dungeon, for those curious. It's just a very, very, very simple maze. And I'm already done with it. Hey look! 6 stones arranged in a circle.
And for the viewers at home, I took a short break to pull up the Golden Sun OST on YouTube. So now I've got the proper music.
Maybe not
Not the proper time, no. But I actually remember in this village, this was one of my favorite villages, not because of the werewolves, but because there were parts in time where I would basically partially drain my battery just sitting there with the music playing.
The music is rather beautiful in this area. By the way, for those who have been curious why the village is called Garoh, the little boy just answered your question. I love that without using any words and just using body language and sounds, they really well give this little werewolf character. He has more character than the larger werewolf for half this conversation.
Significantly.
Her. I do love that he's named the same as the cat from Dot Hack. There's actually another shared name too, Mia and Mia. Just cracks me up a little bit. I think Maha from Dot Hack is M-A-J-A though. What I'm actually rather curious about, I think I looked it up, and I believe the name of the rock in Australia is Ayers, A-Y-E-R-S. Now, it's obviously meant to look like that, but I'm curious if that joke still translates in Japanese. Or if they actually changed the look of that place for the Japanese release. I love that he just kicks the kid into a rock.
Go home.
I love how quickly we gain the trust of just everybody we talk to.
I like how his last answer is woof.
Yeah, just woof. Not any of the other, like, sounds we've seen him do, just woof. This makes me wonder, why the hell didn't we have that same problem? We could have a werewolf in the party right now. This is such a, like, lack of design space.
Well, it's more a matter of...
I actually rather appreciate what's about to happen. You stay the night at the inn, and they give you a free night, so you don't pay for this. But immediately upon waking up, it references that you don't look like you got any rest at all. And this is actually borne out by the fact that you actually did not get any rest. You have not regained stats or anything like that. So the actual event in question just served to change the time in the game, which is very cool. So when you come outside, it is once again bright. If you talk to the villagers, most of them reference the fact that most of them are werewolves, and that they don't have to hide anymore. Now, the weird thing is, if you go into the inn, there are 2 visitors over here who wouldn't know the secret. So the fact they aren't hiding from them is kind of odd. Well, let's go do the optional cutscene. Oh, and, yep, that's Little Werewolf. I liked him better as a werewolf. Nope, wrong button. I did that same thing in the last iteration of this, too. Now, this cutscene that we're about to watch is completely optional. You do not have to do it unless you want to have 100% completion of the game.
And we all know how awesome 100% completion is.
Especially because of what the cutscene gets you. Actually, yes. I read that in George Carlin's voice. I actually really like this explanation of this. This is really well thought out by the writers. And Felix just nods. This is a really well thought out thing. And I love this, that not only does Kraden get insulted, but his response is, "Sir, I am a scientist! For science!" And Maha just isn't impressed. Indeed, a scientist? That is impressive. Like, you can just read the sarcasm dripping off that statement. Now we're about to completely shake up Master Maha's view of the world. So we had that brilliant explanation there, we're about to screw that up. Synergy stones, you say? And This was probably one of the most creative things from this game. This is so cool that they came up with this. And twice in as many minutes, Kraden's insulted. Do not insult a Jupiter adept by telling her that wind is not powerful. And the silent one is Felix. Pace, pace, pace. No, no, no. We want that. That is what we want. Give me that.
You just traded Pokemon.
He just gave me one. I'm not giving him anything. I like in the previous game, they really didn't reference Jin much. They were shown in Mount Dalef, they were shown in the Soul Sanctum. You picked up a couple, and the first one talked to you, but that was about it. There was never really this... They never really referenced Jin. In this game, they do it several times.
One even tries to sales pitch himself to you.
Which is funny as hell, and I'm still sad that I missed that final joke. So I wanted to see what it went to next time. Ether is another one of those restore PP Jin. It's rather fantastic. Okay, well we don't need Gust for a while, so let's equip the mysterious card, get our Puro back. That was, as much as I hate to say it, the final thing that Garoh has to offer to the game, which is kind of sad. This place has fantastic flavor, it's designed really well, the music is great, and that was it. It's only used as an excuse to go to Ayers Rock, and then an explanation of how Ayers Rock and how synergy affects people in the game. It's kind of a shame.
Yeah, it is.
Ah, well. We can come back here anytime we like. There's nothing to do, but... You know, the fact that we can, it's there, it's a nice thing.
Actually, here's an interesting question. What element are most wolves in the game?
Well, are you asking me about the wolves or the werewolves?
Wolves.
No idea.
I wouldn't be surprised if they have a slightly higher Jupiter resistance. And if they did, that would actually be a really neat bit of world building.
Well, remember, there are actually werewolves in the game, as enemies. We'll be seeing them a little bit later on. They become... This is the annoying bit. After you learn about the werewolves in this game, werewolves actually become an enemy type.
Yeah, that's kind of mean.
Yeah.
Because it's like, but I like these guys. They're nice.
Yeah, we like these people, but no, you know. Okay. Oh, we only have one more thing to do in here, and that's to get one final treasure chest, which we can now do now that we got reveal.
Yay. Where have we seen this pattern before?
Pretty much. And then this episode is running a little bit short so far, so we're going to do a little bit of backtracking before we cut this one short. We now have the Hypnos Sword, which is a light blade, so Jenna can wield it. And we can give Jenna's Blessed Ankh to Sheba. I'm not sure if we're going to actually use it, because the mace that Sheba has, Boost Hack, is actually pretty powerful. And I'm not sure if Synergy Seal is actually worth replacing. So yeah, hate to say it, folks, but that is Garoh. Unfortunately, as with most RPGs, most of the really, really cool areas you only visit once and for a very short period of time. Now, Yampi Desert, there was only one way through it, so we have to go all the way around. But we get to go take a visit to the Joke Town first, which is always fun.
Joke Town?
Mm-hmm. Mikasala Village. Mikasala Village is a complete and utter joke of a town. There is so little to do in here that even one of the NPCs in the town says as much. I'm not joking. Remember we came...
but the town is...
The entire town's a joke. Like, if you talk to everybody, even the NPCs make a statement of... Well, most of them. Make statements of there's nothing to do here. That's where you reference Garoh. And Tundaria, which we'll go to eventually. But all of the NPCs talk about other places. No one talks about Mikasala, because there's nothing here.
Tundaria, not to be confused with Pandaria.
So what I think happened with Mikasala is they were trying to figure out how to reference other places in here, because if you went south instead of north when you first came to this continent, you'd go a long ways, you'd eventually encounter Garoh, you might go find Dare's Rock a long time before you're supposed to. But that would be it. Like, there would be nothing else. So I think they decided to put Mikasala here as a reference to those places. And also so there would be a town, so you'd have an inn, just in case. Look, no one talks about Mikasala. And then, if you talk to this woman... Well, if you're looking for someone, I'd say the best place to start would be somewhere else. Like, just about every NPC lets you know there's nothing here. And there isn't. You get that one Djinn, there's a single treasure chest, and then there is a pseudo shop that has a couple of decent items for the level. And that's it. There's nothing else to do here. It is a complete joke of a town. Okay. Am I going the right way? No. I like having the map. It lets me know if I'm going the wrong way. So this is just... At the level we would have been here before going to Yampi, we would have been a really low level, so running through this entire area, fighting kobolds and mamungas and the dinos, you know, we would have been really low health by the time we reached the area of Mikasala, and it's literally a town built around the inn for us. Okay, got a couple more optional cutscenes we need to do, and a little bit of exploration we need to do in the Yampi Desert. Not much, admittedly.
What's funny is they, geographically speaking, this continent, at least with the desert, does seem Australia-like. If you look at the fact that the sand has a bit of pink to it.
I don't think they went that far.
I wouldn't put them past it if they put Ayers Rock in.
Well, they did. And they put a gigantic desert airs rock, and the emus are found here. And Momongas, you could make an argument for koalas, but
well, there's a lot of geology references in this game.
Mm-hmm.
Indra, Gondwan.
Well, they make a lot of references. They also try to get the names to fit. The entire Gondwan continent is really supposed to be Africa. And you'll see the reference later on. Okay. So
actually, it's a reference to Gondwana, which is one of the supercontinents.
But you'll see what I mean when we get to about 2 episodes from now, when we go do the next major dungeon.
Well, Gondwana is Africa, South America, Antarctica, and Australia.
Okay, the game, we already knew that the Circle of Stones was a hint towards synergy. This is also reference to synergy. Now, unfortunately, we can't actually do anything with that arrow right now. It doesn't mean anything to us. We can go up there, and I actually did when I did the first iteration of this episode, but there's actually nothing up there for us right now. It's something we'll go do later on in the game, much later, actually, after we visit the Sand Rock, which is quite a while from now. You know, I remember the Sand Rock, I remember the Fire Rock. The one I don't remember is the Water Rock. Do you remember the Water Rock at all, Nix?
The Water Rock?
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
There is actually a dungeon for each, I know what I'm doing, folks, trust me. There's actually a dungeon for each element. Oh yeah, that was all that was over here. Yeah, that's that Circle of Stones has for us, a Synergy Rock. Okay, the only reason we are going back to Alfalfa right now is because there is an optional cutscene for us and a single item in a Circle of Stones that we can only get from Synergy. First, that item is right there. And yes, a reveal does have a area limit. We have a side crystal. And then, this is the jail here, and here's our optional cutscene. There were Hanna-Barbera characters like him.
Mm-hmm.
I love this part. I like that question. It's actually a legitimate question. Remember, that's the sign of synergy, folks. I love how she takes the blame for this and puts it on the card. Poor poor guard. Now, the big reason that we came here, apart from that, is also to talk to Briggs for a second. If you mind, read him. There is an escape plan.
Namely, have his baby steal the key with synergy?
Pretty much. But Felix can't see it because Briggs suspects that we can actually see synergy, which is completely and utterly true. So he doesn't want us to see Ilio doing it because we'll know exactly what happened. Briggs is kind of honorable in that way. He doesn't want his son to get in trouble.
Yeah.
Okay, that was...
Even while using him as an escape plan.
Well, as you can see, Iolio was doing it on his own. Like, Briggs wasn't involved.
True.
And that's that bit of backtracking. We'll have...
Question. Have we already met, Karst?
Karst? I don't think so.
Huh.
No. We have not met... No, we have not met Karst.
Okay.
We don't meet them for quite some time.
Wow.
Yeah, we'll, I was actually commenting on it during the Ayers Rock episode, on my first run-through. But yeah, Karst and his partner, we don't meet them until quite some time after we get the...
Karst is the girl.
Really?
Yeah.
We don't meet her and her partner. I can't remember what the guy's name is, but we don't meet them until...
Agato.
Yeah, there you go. We don't meet them until quite some time after we get our fourth party member. Then we also got like a number of dungeons we have to progress. We're not gonna actually meet them for a very long time. I think we get all the way to the Jupiter Lighthouse before we meet them.
No, you're actually supposed to meet Karst way before the Jupiter Lighthouse.
Huh.
You're actually supposed to meet her in Alfara.
I might have just missed the, Well... Maybe you meet her when you finish the ship.
Quite probably.
I think that's what it is. I think you meet her when you finish the ship, but we're still a ways off finishing the ship.
Yeah, because once you finish the ship, or once you meet her, she learns about the fate of Satoru and Morandi. Morandi.
Okay, we got a cutscene.
Oh, hold it right there.
It's another mess, apparently. And this is actually... What Creighton's saying is exactly what I was thinking when this happened. On my first playthrough, I'm sitting there going, did I somehow trip that first cutscene all over again? You guys remember those guys in the cave we met a long time ago? Now this line right here, that it was them, wasn't it? And then your response does not happen unless you somehow see the Kabambo in the cave like we did. You can completely skip that cave, and so this little question and answer would never actually happen.
Which is a nifty little bit.
It's another of, the developers think of everything. Okay. First things first. We need to go down to the catacombs. Now that we have Reveal, we have a couple of extra areas we can access in the catacombs. We can't quite get everywhere yet. Those who watch Golden Sun 1 will know this trick. Okay. Let's go through here. Pillar with some vines on it we can climb for later. Got an apple.
I don't think they're happy with you taking their apple.
I don't care. It's my apple now.
You don't take apple!
This is an RPG. I'm allowed to go into anyone's house and take anything they have, and no one will ever say anything.
Unless you steal from the shop, and they have the right to kill you.
Pretty much.
I do like how you just hopped over a puddle of water.
Mm-hmm. Felix doesn't want to get his shoes wet. Notice that enemies in this area that we're in right now are stronger than enemies in the other areas we could access earlier. I do like the just environment in this area. This is a completely optional dungeon. It's also one of those progressive dungeons that you can only access more areas when you do Metroid-style learn new moves. But it's got a couple of decent items in it. We also got the tremor bit here, and the tremor bit will be useful later on, especially next episode. We also have a door here that we won't open for a while. There's actually not much more than we can access right now. There's that chest we got. It's a troll.
It's a good thing you didn't go to the bathroom alone.
It's dangerous to go alone. Here, take this. Can't remember, is this a tremor room? Nope. And I think that is about all we do in the catacombs for right now. We'll be able to complete this area once we actually get the fourth party member. Okay. Let's go figure out what happened here. Because I hear that Piers has left, that something was stolen. If you go into the mayor's house, and we did originally, you would have seen a black orb on top of the fireplace, which is now gone. Apparently that's all the Kabamba wanted, too. That black orb belongs to Piers. And if you talk to people, all you really learn is that Piers left. But you will notice if you read that a lot of these people have done a complete 180. They originally thought Piers was Champa. There's no possible way he could be innocent. They messed with him. And now it's, you shouldn't just keep an innocent man in prison for no reason. Now, oddly enough, there is no but thou must about what you have to do next. It's simply that there's no other place for you to go. You've done everything, so it's time to go to Gondolin. This is one of the games it's time to explore times. And we'll take that time to explore next episode. See you guys soon.